Hey, 27%ers. At this point, all of you pretty much, I would say, have launched your business. You've gotten 50 confirmed no's, and a lot of you have people on your team that have launched their business and have 50 confirmed no's. And now you're into the lead generation aspect of all the things that we've talked about over the last couple of months, and we'll have more things that we're going to be sharing with you as well. But here's the concept and the thought that I want you to think about is when early on I've said the odds of the person you know being the one you're looking for is slim. The odds of them knowing the person you're looking for is extremely high. And I think as time goes on, the reality of that gets clearer and clearer as people continue to come down this path. And so I want to talk about three things. Number one is the retail to recruit system. The best lead that you can ever get is from a satisfied customer. Better than anything. And see, what happens is a lot of times people start looking for all these different ways to generate leads, and their mentality is they're not really interested in generating leads. They're interested in finding customers that are going to buy their product and stay on it for the next 15 years, and people that are going to join their team at the highest package and build a group of thousands of people with as little involvement from us as possible. And there ain't no foo-foo dust. There ain't no foo-foo dust. So, 3-day, 14, 29 day. See, if you have someone that bought the product once, you gave them a discount, you got some referrals, and they buy again, and 3 or 4 of the referrals end up, you send them a brochure and they try the product, and then you share the video, the whole opportunity, saying, hey, I can't give you a discount this month. This is on the 59-day call. I can't give you a discount this month, but how would you like to learn how to, and I'm not trying to teach this because you guys should already know it, but I will review real quick. Hey Joe, it's time for you to, according to my records, it's time for you to reorder your product. How would you like to receive up to $10 off your next purchase? Well, Dale, what I got to do to get $10 off? For every name that you give me that I can send a brochure to, I'll give you $1 off per name up to 10 names. Then you get a form to him or whatever, and you don't give him the discount until you got the names back. Then you run his credit card, $10 off, send it to him. 59-day call. Hey Joe, this is Dale. Looks like it's time for you to reorder the product. I can't give you a discount this month, but how would you like to learn how to get it wholesale? Well, what do I got to do? What are you doing Wednesday night? I don't think I have anything planned. Well, I'll three-way you in at 9:30. Our company's doing a corporate overview, and you'll get all your questions answered, and they'll show you how you can get it wholesale. I'll call you at 9:30 Wednesday, and you get them on your Play 2 overview, whenever that might be. At the end of that, Joe, what questions do we need to answer for you before we get you started? Well, Dale, I'm just not a very good salesperson. I don't have enough time, blah, 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 blah. Hey, Joe, that's too bad. I hate to hear that. You know that list you gave me of 10 people? Yeah. 4 of them are already on the product, and I'm going to give them to you as your 4 first customers. Changes everything. Fear of loss is the #1 motivator to human beings. If you understand what I just said and you refine it to you, your product, your service, then lead generation will be one of the least of your worries, because now Joe's joining, and what is Joe going to do? 20 reasons, top 3, 50 names to practice with. You see, it's just, if you do it right, if you really master this process, then theoretically, every time you sell a product or your service, that should lead to 10 more referrals. From those 10, that should lead to 4 more referrals. And let's say Joe doesn't do the business, but the 4 people that he gave you that are on the product, those 4, you take them through the same process, and then they each give you 10 names to get their discount. Now you have 40 more people to contact. And from that 40, if the same 40% continue, that's 16 more people to contact. And it goes on and on and on. When you're systematically, we don't say it's a customer acquisition program. It's a customer acquisition program with a referral system attached. So the other aspect that I want to really key in on is EagleFile. And I haven't talked a lot about this. I've mentioned it, but what is an EagleFile? If you're in the marketplace, let's say you did direct mail and somebody contacted you and they got your postcard and it said, I've been wanting to talk to you about a part-time management opportunity with our company, call me. And they called and you talked, and their company's getting ready to lay off, but they're getting ready to go on vacation, and whatever happened, and it just never connected. They never looked at the play one. You don't know if they looked at the play two, or maybe they did look at the play one and then they looked at the play two and they just decided, right now I've got a bowling league and this, that, and the other thing is just not a good time for me. I'm just gonna cross my fingers and hope I don't get laid off or whatever. So they saw the play one, they saw the play two, but the timing wasn't right. But during this communication, you thought, I really like this person. I just really like them. And I think they can do really good. They've got a good background. They used to have a side gig going over here, and there's some things about them that just you like, and they connect it. Then those people, and only those people, go in what I call the EagleFile. Everybody else that you ever contact is just a general list, general database. So as you're building this, then you should have two databases, and you can do this like write it out on forms, or you can do it through the what's the program for databases? What is it? Excel. You can do it on an Excel spreadsheet, and so you have EagleFile. And these EagleFile means they're really good people that you would really like to work with. And then your regular database is just everybody else. And again, you can do this through email as well. If you have Aweber, an email delivery system, an autoresponder, EagleFile, autoresponder, general database. And these are just people that you keep in contact with. That's all you're doing. But your EagleFile is something that you really want to pay close attention to. Let's say you go on your company exotic vacation and it's to Cancun, and you get to Cancun. Well, our organization, some of you remember this that were around then. First thing we do is we go to the gift shop. And how many you have on your EagleFile? I got 32. How many you have? I have 67. How many do you have? I have 19. How many do you have in your EagleFile? And everybody arrived in Cancun with their EagleFile printed out. And the first thing we all did before we went to the pool, we went to eat, before we did anything, we bought our postcards, we went back to the room, and we wrote personal messages and addressed them to everybody in our EagleFile. The recruiting explosions that happened after each one of the incentive vacations, when you've got 50, 100, 150 people on your team, each mailing 15, 20, 30, 50, 80 postcards to top quality people, saying, hey, we're enjoying our company trip in Cancun, having a great time. If you ever decide you want to take another look at this, let me know. That's all it was. Dale and your phone number. And you got literally thousands of postcards going out from Cancun at the same time. What do you think is going to happen to your organization? So again, guys, a lot of things that we teach, it's to set you up for more and more growth as time goes on. And EagleFile is definitely one of those concepts. The last thing I want to share with you is right now some of you need to go back to your phone and to your phone And if you pull up your contacts and you scroll all the way to the bottom, it will tell you how many contacts you have in your phone. Just scroll to the bottom, it'll be right there. Now, I don't know if you have 2,777 contacts or 12,000 or 188, doesn't matter. Here's my question and answer honestly. Did you contact all of them during your launch and say, hey, if you know anybody that would like to lose weight, feel better, have them check out my website, and send your website, your Play One? Did you do that? Why not? Well, Dale, she's 87 years old and she's in a nursing home. And she's also in your phone. And she doesn't have any, and she would probably like to help her nephew. The reasons we come up for excuses not to do what, well, Dale, she doesn't know anybody. Yeah. Her roommate's son just got laid off in corporate America. It's not about them. It's who do they know. Go through your contacts again. You can go to all your social media, you go to Facebook, and you can sort by names. Start at the A's, go to the Z's. How many of the people on your Facebook page did you send a message to? And I know, so well, Dale, I don't know most of these people. Then take them off your friends list. But who cares? I mean, so what? I mean, Dale, I don't know. So you're saying if you don't know them, then you shouldn't share with them any information about your product or your business? See, sometimes the excuses that we come up with in our own minds don't make any sense except for ourselves in our own minds. If X number of people contacted equals reasons fulfilled, then every person on your Facebook is a number. Every person on a Facebook gets you closer to whatever your number is. Right? So, Dale, I'm afraid they... Oh, look. If you know anybody... Hi, Joe. If you know anybody that'd like to lose weight and make extra money, please have them check out my Facebook page or have them check out my website. You don't have to follow up and hound them to death. Most people are going to ignore it anyway, but somebody says, lose weight, make extra money. That's me. Click. That's all you're looking for. Yeah, Dale, but I don't even know who Joe is. It doesn't matter. If you know them and they were part of your initial launch, then you can just check in with them. If they're in your Eagle file, every 90 days you want them to hear from you through email, not bugging, not calling them, not, are you ready to go now? You know, just communicate, stay in touch, stay in the loop. Because the timing in their life is going to change. And when it does, you want them to think about you. Guys, we've gotten, I mean, again, we've kind of today, we've talked about Eagle File and, you know, the referral concept and making sure you get the opportunity in front of everybody that you can through social media and your phone. And just this information, really implement it. And getting past whatever the hang-up is for not doing it will make an impact on your business. And when you can teach this to your teams down the road, and by the way, when you go to Cancun, Dawn and I are expecting a postcard. Talk to you tomorrow.